All right, now we'll take you from Kenya now to Zimbabwe. The much talked about 2022 March by-elections have come and gone. Now some, according to the report, some won and others lost, but no one was prepared for the voter apathy that the country experienced on Saturday. 28 National Assembly seats and 122 local authority seats were up for grabs. This seat fell vacant due to recalls and deaths. The road to the by-elections was marked with violence that left at least one CCC supporter dead after attacks by Zanu-Pf supporters in Kwekwe, though Zanu-Pf denied the allegations.
Well, the newly branded party, Oluchi, that's CCC, a Citizens Coalition for Change, dominated the results, winning 61.5% of council results, which translates to 75 seats out of the 122. The party scored 68% of the parliamentary results, taken 19 of the 28 seats. Well, let's take a listen to what Chamisa had to say.
Mr. Mnangagwa took the seats we had in 2018 and gave them to MDC Alliance. MDC Alliance did not win any seat. Zanu-Pf, I'm not so sure if they won anything, but what we know is that we are now on number 19. And we are on this march to a two-thirds majority in Parliament come 2022. Yes, we have had a landslide, but that does not move away from the fact that the elections in this country need fundamental reforms around the voters' roll, the credibility of the voters' roll, around the issues of making sure that results are managed in a better way, polling stations are not subjected to the violence, intimidation that we have seen. We understand this. You say you wanted a general election that will change your lives and that will change your situation and change the government. This is the opportunity. Do it.
Well, joining us from Zimbabwe is Sydicks Muradzikwa, a political analyst. Thank you for being here, Sydicks. This morning, we watched as the main opposing parties, Zanu-Pf and CCC, attract crowds. I mean, they were just attracting crowds in their rallies, running up to the by-elections and so on. But why the voter apathy at the end of the day?
Thank you very much, and good morning to you all. And I'm hopeful that the weather is treating you well on your side. And coming to the issue of the recently ended by-election and the question of the turnout, the law of voter turnout, is that clearly we have seen various polling stations whereby the people they did not turn out in their numbers, as was indicated by the crowds which was attending the political rallies. And the reason for this is that normally the electorate in Zimbabwe is not moved that much by the by-elections. The mood for the by-elections in Zimbabwe normally doesn't attract so much in terms of voter turnout. But on this particular by-election, the turnout was propelled by a number of factors, which includes the conduct of the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission, the conduct of political parties, both from the political divide, the CCC, and the ruling party, Zanu-Pf. So what I can say is that the political parties are responsible for this law of voter turnout. Both on a number of issues, we have heard a number of reports that the members of certain political parties like the CCC, they actually pull a lot of people from on their political campaign rallies, but normally these people are not registered to vote. So that's why we are witnessing this low turnout in terms of the numbers that normally attends the political rallies.
All right, now, Sydicks, this has left a bittersweet taste in the mouths of many. But what do these results really mean, not just for the CCC and the Zanu-Pf, but even the minority political parties that also participated?
Okay, on a number of levels, I can say the results of this by-election are important to both political parties, the CCC, the Zanu-Pf, and the MDC Alliance. Why? First of all, for Zanu-Pf, I think this election was important. That and actually, I am highlighting on the importance of the result. These elections were conducted in the constituencies whereby previously they were dominated or controlled by the opposition. So Zanu-Pf was hunting on the traditional hunting ground of the opposition, and they managed to retain, and to win some of the seats which were previously belongs to the MDC and controlled to the MDC and its factions. And to the MDC, which has now moved into the CCC, I think the by-election and its results were very important. Why am I saying so? The CCC, which is led by Advocate Nelson Chamisa, wanted to test its relationship. It was the litmus test to its relationship with the Zimbabwean body politic for the first time since it is a new kid on the block. So I think it was very important. And for the MDC alliance, which was abandoned by Nelson Chamisa, I think they also wanted to test if the electorate believed in them, but unfortunately, they didn't manage to get any seat. And for the MDC alliance, which is now the CCC, is led by Advocate Nelson Chamisa, I think they've managed to do well in these elections, and the result resembles or represents what I call a pilot test to the upcoming elections, which are slated for July next year in 2023. And for Zanu-Pf, as I have alluded to earlier on, that the results of this election, of course, they did not do much in terms of winning in urban constituencies, but clearly they have managed to do what most of the people were not expecting them to do by attaining and retaining some of the seats which belonged to the opposition stronghold. So this election presents a real battleground in the upcoming general plebiscite in 2023.
All right, clearly stating, do not underestimate the opposition. But thank you so much, Sydicks Muradzikwa, political analyst all the way from Zimbabwe.
Thank you for having me.